Hey guys, and welcome to this. Today we will work on the host service. So yeah, go ahead, open your advanced session tutorial project, and let's get started. So first here, I want to click on the content and make a new folder. I call this map. Oops, sorry. Yeah, if you just want to change the caps lock, then you first need to change the name again, and then you can write it in small letters. So yeah, here is small bug. So let's create a new level. I will just make an empty level for the main menu, and I will go very simple with this. So I go here to the map, and this will be main menu like this. And under Vault settings, we will just leave it here as none, so we aren't have a selected pawn. So if we play now, we have here this black screen, which will represent our main menu with Steam enabled. So make sure you have here new editor windows, so we don't need to load this every time. So the next one, let's create a new folder called UMG and add an widget blueprint, which I will just call main menu like this. And of course, from the main menu map here, which is already open, we can go here to blueprints and open level blueprint. So we don't have to make a main menu pawn. We can sorry, set here in the map settings everything we want. So from the event begin play, create the widget. Or actually, this is very simple, and if we want to go in further videos through menu explanation, we will need a menu pawn. So let's fast create one. So here's our main menu game mode, and let's create another pawn, because a pawn is not that good. Let's create a character, which will be main menu character. So this character has now gravity, so he will fall down in this empty level. So let's remove his gravity. For this, just type in here gravity, and the gravity scale should be 0. Compile and save. And here we can now select our main menu character, this one. Save everything up, save selected. We need to restart the project here now. Where is it? There. And this one. Because the pawn needs to be loaded again. So if we start the game now, we will play with the default pawn. Yeah, I think this is a known bug, but yeah, it has been fixed since the first version of Unreal Engine. So let's open up the main menu, and as you saw, we loaded again the third person map. To edit this, we can go here to project settings, to maps and modes. Where is it? There. And here we have the editor startup. Let's make it main menu, and game default, if you package the project, should also be main menu. Next up, let's show our main menu from the character. So go into a character, from the event begin play, we want to have the create widget. So use this, and the class will be the main menu. Promote to variable here, main menu reference. Let me delete this old one here. So we have now our main menu reference. Compile and save. And we want to add to viewport. So this one is necessary for this. And now we can also make a function, set widget input. So yeah, so we have a function where we can set to the input mode to this widget. So let's create here set input mode game and UI. The target is the player controller. The in widget focus comes from here, and then we want to set the show mouse cursor we set this to true and hide the cursor during capture to false. Compile and save, and now we can get here our set widget input, and now we can also connect the main menu to this. So now if we play, you can see the mouse won't disappear here. Yeah, okay, let's move on. So next up, open up your main menu widget. We will keep this very simple, so just add here a vertical box, anchor this to the left side, and let's say position left will be 15, offset, sorry, not 815, just 15, offset top 0, offset bottom 0, size X can be 400, and let's add a horizontal box here. So to this horizontal I will add an overlay, and to this overlay I will add my button like this, and also my text box. Where is it? Or let me just here we can cut this one, delete the overlay, and put in the horizontal box. I was a bit too fast, we don't need the overlay here. So we want the button to fill. Why isn't he filling? So let's get this, or at least this one and this. So right filling and top alignment, or vertical alignment. And I want an image to be inside this horizontal box. Oh, sorry, this was my fault. We will transform this horizontal box now in a vertical box. So like this. So now we have here some underlining for our button, and we can also set the size of this one, set the brush, I think. So let's make this here 1. Yep, this works. 2. And now we can go into our text block here, and I will remove the style here to 0. The opacity is 0, sorry. Then you can copy this and paste this to the hovered and to the pressed. And now if we can press play here, we have the button with an underlining. So yeah, I like this easy button style, so I will work with this. Let's make here create server. Sorry, with one error here. And I don't like it that it is here at the top so aligned to 0. So I will give this vertical box here an offset top. So let's first make this here back, the size, and then the offset top to 20, the offset bottom also to 20. So we have here a small margin or padding. And yeah, that's the basic. For the create server, I will keep it very simple and just add here another vertical box. I won't create a separated user widget. We could do this, but it takes too much time, and I would just add here the vertical box to the left, which has a position of 415 here, and we add 15 to this. Offset top is 20, offset bottom is 22, and we have now 500 from our 1980, sorry, and we can just make this the size, so we have then 1480, and then 1380 maybe, yeah, this one. So we have now here also a padding of 15. So we work with this widget here. We can call this create server, and we make this a variable, and at first it will be hidden like this. And now let's work on the content here, and we will keep it again very simple because we have not that much time. I will go in depth in next video. So we will first add here in text block, which shows which menu we are in. So creating use server or something like this. Then let me just add another vertical box here. So this one will be fill. set to the middle, or let's say fill, but left and right padding of 100, something like this. So inside this we want a horizontal box with some text, and yeah, this text will be, for example, server name. Then we get a text box where we can write in, so this one here, which will be set to fill, of course. You can set this also to fill, or let's say here, but to left alignment, and the size we set to 0.2, so 0.3. So every horizontal box is splitted here at 0.3. So server name, for example, then we can take this one and paste it in and call this max player. For example, delete this box here and get a slider, put this in, and this one set also to fill. And as you can see here, we have the perfect alignment here. So next up, we copy this over and put it also in. This one will be very different now. So again, delete the slider. Here remove this one, make it 1. You can make this to fill. And we need for this a checkbox. So we want to check if we're Steam or not. So let's make this in front of this. And let's put this in a horizontal box. So we have here now horizontal box, and there is also again a horizontal box in. And the checkbox is in front. So this horizontal box will be fill, or let's say left. And we can copy this now with max players text there and paste it in the complete horizontal box. Again, copy and whoops, and paste it here. It pasted it also. So here we just type in use Steam, and here we can type in use LAN like this. And we can also just make this one to the right side, and this one is on the left side, and now it's perfectly in the middle. So we will work with these easy steps here. Let's add a button, which is the accept button, aligned to the bottom here. And we will add for him on clicked. And on clicked, we type in advanced or create advanced session. This one here, like this. So next up, we want to get to the server name, and on text committed. This is the function which pastes text over when we hit enter. So on text committed, we save this text here to server name like this. Compile and save this. For the slider, we click on it and go on value changed, and if the value is changed, we want to divide this by the maximum float of the current max players. So I will take this to 15, and then we want to truncate this, so we round this to an integer. Then we save this to max players. So this is how we save the max players. And what we could do also here is a small text box or a text inside this horizontal box here. And we can bind this text to the number which the slider is showing at the moment. So create binding here and grab the max players and connect this together like this. So what we do next is here the check boxes, which are also very simple. For the use theme, we scroll down and click on check state changing. We make if the checkbox 1, which is the LAN checkbox, if this one is checked, then we set this one to set is checked to false. So if we click on use theme, then we will set LAN to false. So there's a swapping. And after we want to create a new variable, use LAN question mark. We set this here also to false. So we clicked on Steam and we don't want to use LAN. And the same for the use LAN. Here click on check changed. And for this we can just copy this all over here, put this together and remove checkbox 1 with checkbox 0. So let me just check if, yeah, this one is checkbox 1 and this one is checkbox 2 as 0, sorry. So the last thing is just here our start button, where we go to view and let's create an extra setting here. We want to make arrays, sorry. And from this we want to make literal session property string. So this one will be our game name. So here you can add everything you want to add, like for example password and all this stuff, or filters, and yeah, we will do this in some other videos. So connect the server name here, get the max players and connect this to the public connections, get the use LAN and connect this one. So all other settings we will just leave as they are, and we will work on this maybe in some other videos. But we also need to have the player controller, so get player controller here. And yeah, compile and save this. And after we created the session, we want to move to a new level. And this level needs to be then our third person level, which is under third person blueprint maps, and here copy the name over and we put in here. And one thing we need to do is go to options and access there, or type in there listen. So yeah, this is the code for the map to be able to host a game. So yeah, this is actually everything we need to do. So we can actually hit here standalone game. Oh no, one thing I forgot here. I will cancel this. The one thing I forgot is we need to make here our widget visible on the click. So we go here on clicked and then we set visibility. And we want to set the visibility of the create server widget here to visible. And that's everything we need to do. So if I hit now on play and standalone, and there is our widget. I click here on create server. We have here our Steam overlay, test server, the max players. Here the text is not updating, and we want to use Steam. And we start the game, so it takes a bit of time. And then we are here as a player. So now we would need to change some things. The first thing is here are max players text here, which is not updating correctly. Let's click here on this one and on value changed. We want to, sorry, my fault. Here the text block 339 is variable, and then we get this text block. We set text, and the in text will be then here our max players. So like this. We can also just remove the binding here. And one last thing is in the third person blueprints folder, the third person character. we need here an event begin play function where we set the input. Okay, where is it? Input. My writing is horrible at the moment. So input mode game only, this one, and get player control, of course. So now if we hit play, we can simply click on create server, test, and now this is again not updating. Why isn't this updating here? Use Steam, accept. Yeah, this is working, okay, that's good. Before we start here testing this, I found a small bug here. So on text change, just remove the binding here. So you can delete here the function. And here is a mistake with the divide function. We don't want to divide, we want to multiplicate the float by 15. And then truncate this. And then we want the text box to be a variable here. Click on check this. Then get the text block and we want to set the text. This one here. And we connect these together. And the next one small thing I found is in the third person character blueprint here, this one. We want to have an event begin play where we actually set input mode to UI only. No, sorry, my mistake, set input to game only, of course. So we have again full control of the game. So get player controller. Sorry, like this. And now we can click here on standalone game. And as you can see, we open here our main menu widget, click on the create server. This is visible. Here's a Steam overlay, testing server. And we want to make this here 20 players, use Steam. So there we are. Everything is working, and yeah, currently this is just the host server. So in the next video we will create a widget find servers so we can see all the servers of this game, and then we want to join this lobby or this server. And after this we will create a small party function where we can create before we create a host a party, and then when the host creates the server, we can actually join with all the party members to this server. So yeah, that's everything I planned so far. So thanks for watching, and yeah, have a nice day. Bye.